What's going on, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the black man and how the black community seems to feel like accepting the less than masculine man is now an agenda to emasculate the entirety of the black male population, and how I'm here to call bullshit. So, let's talk about it.
I don't do regrets. I'm trying to learn from my lessons, but do I get it yet? I want to set an example, but I'm not sure I done handle all my demons. I'm thinking that I should court a vet. I fight for all respect. I'm working overtime to keep in my head. I understand I'll get the love when I'm dead, so my focus is red. Choose the black out on what's keeping me chosen. I've been the token, now the back is the head. On my soapbox, chucking.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Georgia, Carolina, your gated and discrimination-free community where we personalize culture and entertainment and then curate a conversation that's based on self-discovery and growth. I am your pop culture coordinator of all things inclusion and awareness, Jordan Renee. And I'm happy to have you back for another video. All right, everybody. So today we're talking about Black America, and we're talking about how they are, I mean, I am a Black American, but I don't agree with this groupthink. So I'm decidedly choosing to disassociate myself from the community in this regard. I'm trying to figure out, why is it that the Black community is not able to accept the feminine man, one, and why is it convinced that us fighting for our equal rights, whether it be queer men, whether it be trans women, whether it be any of those things of the like, why is it that us standing up and demanding our equality as human beings, especially as people of color, why is it that that is now an agenda to emasculate the entire Black male society? I'm trying to figure out why the Black community is trying to absolve themselves of their own responsibility and their own accountability for their desires and push it off on the people who are not courageous, not brave, because it's just like, for me, just being yourself should not be considered an act of bravery. But why is it our fault that now y'all men are choosing to embrace what they naturally desire? Why is it that heterosexuality is not corruption? I'm trying to figure that out, because it seems like we see a perpetuated vision on heterosexual sexualization of the media in everywhere you see it, in the ads, in promotion, in advertising, in television, in movies. We see the sexualization of the heterosexual culture every single day, but yet nobody is saying that, oh, you're trying to poison our minds and make sure that we like the opposite sex. But why is it as soon as somebody is able to embrace their desires or their inherent being, their inherent nature of who they are, now all of a sudden it's mental illness, it's corruption, it's the gay agenda, it's the trans agenda, it's all of this stuff. Now all of a sudden we're trying to corrupt the minds of children. I don't understand that. So why is it not a child's choice to be straight, but it is a child's choice to be gay, or a child's choice to be trans? Why is it that now the queer community is being held responsible for grown-ass Black men's decisions? Why is it that you want to change the feminine Black man instead of just embracing the masculine Black man that comes after you? Why can't you just accept other human beings for who they are, but then demand respect from others for being yourself, because whatever you consider to be yourself is normalized? I don't understand. I'm sure that within America, there is the ratio of feminine Black men to masculine Black men is still one outweighing completely the other in the favor of the stereotypical cisgender heterosexual Black man. I'm trying to figure out what is it that you want from us. Why do you want us to be less feminine or less vocal or present with our femininity? And I say our because I grew up as a feminine man. Regardless of if I identify as a transgender woman now, I still understand the plight. So I'm speaking as someone who was this gay child that you tried to convince was corrupt or who you felt like was being corrupted. I'm speaking as somebody who has spent time as a gay black man who you're trying to blame for the corruption of straight black men. At the end of the day, y'all have y'all own desires. That has nothing to do with us. I'm just saying. And you can't sit here and take the one or two of the people who are out there doing the trickery and the thickery and the fuckery and then make them the face of an entire society. You don't want gangbangers to be the face of the entire black community. You don't want killers and drugs. Well, maybe you do, because those are the rappers that you embrace in your culture. So maybe you do. Maybe you do want to perpetuate that what's normalized in the black culture and the black experience is now glorifying violence and gang culture. I'm just saying, because back in the day when hip hop first started, they were just bringing attention to it and not glorifying it as a lifestyle that you should be aspiring to. Now, it's a way of life. So,
y'all want a not so dramatic example? Fine. Let me be nice. If y'all are going to sit here and say that, then why is it y'all still want men anyway if y'all get cheated on once or twice and then all of a sudden all men cheat? Why are y'all worried about what the fuck men do anyway? Then shouldn't y'all be out here trying to be a lesbian then? Maybe you should be corrupting yourselves to the gay agenda since y'all can't find a good man. Just saying.
Once again, this brings you back to what exactly are you gonna be responsible for? Are you going to allow black men to just be responsible for the fact that A, they are feminine, B, they like femininity in a package that comes in something other than a cisgender heterosexual woman, or C, that not every black man assigned as a black man at birth is going to turn out to be a cisgender heterosexual black man? That is not the norm. When are you going to accept that cisgender and heterosexuality is not the standard or the bar? That is not what we all should be aspiring to be. That is not the norm. Because at the end of the day, we've been around. We've been around. Queer people have been here. You can trace the history back all the way back to BC and AD. So I'm trying to figure out, why is it that now we have an agenda to corrupt the minds of the black man? Like, I just don't, that shit fucks with me, because I don't understand how black men can go out and choose to cheat on you with women. They can go out and fuck other bitches, fuck other female identifying entities with vaginal cavities and all of that other bullshit that y'all claim makes a woman a woman. He can go out and fuck another woman that you identify as a woman, and that's his choice. But yet he can go out and fuck a trans woman, and he was corrupted, he was tricked, he was manipulated. Why is it that a black man all of a sudden has no choices when it comes to the queer community? Why is it a black man only has control of his sexual desires when it is encompassed in a heterosexual box? I think that y'all need to take some responsibility for yourselves, especially when you embrace a culture that is enabling of same-sex activity. Like, what happened to My Girl Got a Girlfriend? Why do y'all only embrace lesbianism or the idea or the thought or the play with lesbianism? But yet, if a woman says she's into gay porn, it's taboo. It's shocking. You only hear that on lip service or wherever. You only hear that in these private conversations, but that's not something that women are just all out saying like, yeah, I love watching gay porn, this, that, and the third. That's not normalized. That's not hot. That's not sickening. That's not something that everybody embraces.
Especially when these hypocritical ass straight women who claim they love watching gay porn and love watching gay men kiss and all of that stuff, y'all are the same women who would immediately break up with your man if you found out that he wanted to engage in any of those same activities that those gay porns were representing to you. Oh, your pussy get wet for two men fucking as long as your man ain't one of them? Come on.
Oh, but men can get down with a woman kissing another woman, a cisgender heterosexual woman kissing another cisgender heterosexual woman. Oh, you're fine with that. You're fine with bisexuality only in the context of it being cisgender women. But yet any form of queerness that is outside of that is now abnormal. It's strange. It's not a choice anymore. It's a corruption. It's something that is being forced upon you. This isn't the first time that we've had this conversation. Like, I can even go back to Hank Basket when the whole situation between him and the transgender woman came up, and he was talking about she put his hand on her penis and he froze and this, that, and the third, all I'm saying is that if that was something that was truly disgusting to you, it would not have been so. Like, had that been two cisgender women sitting on the couch making out, doing all type of shit, you wouldn't have been frozen. You would have either jumped in or left. One of the two. If that had been two cisgender men sitting on the couch kissing and making out, you wouldn't have been frozen. But the fact that it was two transgender women. See, I need the stigma of trans amory being connected to homosexuality to be eradicated. We need to normalize the fact that trans women are women, period. Trans men are men, period. And just because a black man is attracted to a trans woman does not mean that he is gay. Those two things are not connected. If your boyfriend is out here looking at a trans woman's ass, that does not necessarily mean that he is a homosexual man who wants to sleep or have a relationship with men. That means he likes another type of woman. Point blank, period. A black man liking a transgender woman is no different than a black man liking a white woman, than liking an Asian woman, than liking a Filipino woman. Whatever the case may be, it is no different. It is just a different type of woman. Argue with your mama and your pastor, because I don't care. Like, at the end of the day, all gender identities are valid. And you're not going to sit here and make it our problem that that's what somebody that you want to be attracted to you is now attracted to. That has nothing to do with us. All we are out here doing is living as ourselves in our valid boxes. And we are just out here living in our validity. Nobody has a problem when y'all are out here expressing your heterosexuality and forcing it down our throats. Because at the end of the day, y'all only say that we are over-sexualizing children when it comes to visions of anything outside of a heterosexual perspective. Oh, when it's two men or two women, well, most of the time, when it's two men kissing on TV, all of a sudden it's this big issue. But if it's a man and a woman kissing on TV, then there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody bats an eyelash. How is one not sexual and the other one is? Oh, you see a sex scene between a man and a woman on TV and that's okay. But then all of a sudden you see Pray Tell and Ricky fucking on goddamn Pose. And now all of a sudden that's just, whoa, this is the gay agenda. We're trying to corrupt children by showing sex on TV. I'm confused. So I feel like there needs to be a conversation about the choices that you absolve the black man of having. Whoever it is that has those thoughts, we need to have a conversation about that, because like, I just don't understand that. Why is it the queer community's problem that the presence of a more feminine man, or the presence of black men being attracted to transgender women is now being seen on a more public and wide scale basis, and now it is a problem? Because you know what? It be the same people who sit here and say that black men are being demasculated or being emasculated and all of this type of shit, but those be the same ones that pump up pride. You know what? I'm not even gonna go off into all of that, because I could get real direct on that, but I want to know what y'all think about that. I want to know, is it the queer community's responsibility to make sure that the heterosexual cisgender black man stays cisgender and heterosexual? Let me just tell you now, that was a rhetorical question. Is it the queer community's responsibility to make sure that children maintain a normalized vision of sexuality and only come out straight or cisgender? No, that actually seems like brainwashing. That actually seems like a heterosexual agenda. I think the people who need to be checked about an agenda are y'all, because y'all are the ones out here planning conversion therapy. Queer people ain't out here kidnapping kids and forcing them to watch gay porn until they want to suck dick. We're not the ones that are out here trying to pray the straight away. We're not the ones out here picketing and throwing out our children and disowning our family members because they turned out to be straight. It seems like the heterosexual community they utilize every type of trick in their power to try to brainwash and convince anybody they can to be straight, but yet turn around and perpetuate that same bullshit onto the queer community. I don't understand that. I ain't never put nobody's child in a fucking chair and trick them into being gay with electroshock therapy. But straight people do it all the time. I'm not the one out here presenting bills to legislation to try to keep people from being transgender, but straight people are. I'm not out here trying to keep anybody out here from being cisgender, but y'all sure trying to keep us from being trans. Nobody's out here trying to keep y'all from being straight. We just wish you would keep it on your own side. So, with that being said, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you visiting and or returning to Georgia, Carolina. If you like the video, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all of the YouTube things. And yeah, leave me a comment and let me know what you think, because I'm ready to engage in the conversation. Okay? So, until next time, peace. Goodbye, Mwah.